Welcome to Garden Sanity. I'm Laura, and I garden here in Zone 7, Southern New Jersey. But you've probably been wondering, well, where have I been? My last video was the end of August 2025. Maybe it was mid-August. It's hard to remember. As the title of this video says, my father passed away, and he passed away the end of January of this year. And starting around mid-August of this past year, he began to get a little ill. I don't know what better way to put it, because I'd like to be private, but he had several different things going on, and was a lot of situations where he had to go into the hospital, and my husband and I had to run up there, A, to help him out, and B, to help my mother out, who was home. My parents are both 94, and with my father, things would get better, and then they would get worse, and then they would get better, and then they would get worse. And that's kind of how it went from August until he passed away at the end of January. As some of you may remember, I did a video very similar to this one a year ago, when my oldest sister, Renee, suddenly passed away from undiagnosed metastatic ovarian cancer. And I made a promise to her that I would take care of my parents, and that's what I've been trying to do. Long story short, we have some good systems in place now, and that's helped a lot, because the past year, even when I was filming videos, most of the time I spent was with my parents, who live 3 hours away. And so it was very hard to film videos. It was very hard to smile sometimes in the midst of everything going on. My father he really wanted to have a nice Thanksgiving, and he was home from the hospital for that. And my husband and I were able to do a wonderful Thanksgiving for my parents and he and I. My husband made all the favorites. And he did go back into the hospital, but he was home for Christmas, and we had a wonderful Christmas, and that's all he wanted. That Christmas day was beautiful. It was hard because, there's still sadness with the loss of my oldest sister. But it was a beautiful day, and the next morning, the 26th, he felt horrible. And he went into the hospital that morning, and came home briefly, but went back in. And I was very fortunate, as much as this might sound weird. I was very fortunate because I was with him, just me and him, for the last 5 days. He was in the hospital and then moved to intensive care, and the wonderful, wonderful doctors and nurses there, that I cannot speak highly enough about them, they actually bent the rules a little bit and let me stay overnight there. And they were wonderful. So I was able to stay overnight with my father, so he was never alone. My mother was unable to get to the hospital for some age-related issues. She wasn't able to go there. And I do have another sister, and she wanted to choose to remember him in a healthier way, so she didn't feel like she could handle him being there. So I was with him, and we talked, and boy did we talk. And there were times that he was just too tired to talk, and that was fine. I put on basketball games because he loved college basketball. I mean, loved it. And especially our local college, which I got a lovely note from even the coach of the local college basketball team, because my dad was such a huge fan. I'm digressing, but those last 5 days I was spending with him, while my husband stayed with my mom to make sure she was okay, were hard, were maddening, were happy, were sad. And I was honored that I could be there with him and help him as best I could. And when it came time to transition to hospice care, I chose to keep him there at the hospital in their hospice wing instead of going to a different facility, because he loved the nurses and doctors there. They were all so good to him. And as luck would have it, we transferred to that part of the hospital, and the nurses that were on duty had previously seen him in the summertime, so they knew exactly who he was. Everybody loved him. He was very kind, very appreciative of all their care. And I stayed with him, and I prayed with him, and I tried to do, I like to say tried, but I think I did do everything I could possibly do. And he passed away early in the morning of the 31st of January, which ironically was the same day that my father-in-law, my husband's father, passed away 15 years prior. What are the odds of that? We have the same date now to honor our fathers. So I've been doing a lot of, I haven't been sitting around, I'll tell you that. There's a lot to do when someone passes away. And between my other sister and I think we're covering it the best we can. It's been hard for me to smile. My husband's been fantastic. My mom is very strong. I'm not so strong. I'm sad. I read something recently that talked about grief, and the thing that I took away from it is that grief isn't a straight line. Grief isn't something you go through and you come out the other side. It is, there's the AC kicking on, if you hear that in the background. See, I'm smiling now. It's a hot day here. It's in the 80s. Grief isn't something you go through. It twists and turns, and there's times of grace, there's times of mad anger and resentment. There's times of loving memories. There's times of why is this happening? Why did it happen? There's times of solace, and there's times of exhaustion. And I'm not even sure if there's times of healing for me yet, because in some ways I don't know if I've really started to grieve, because there have just been so many details going on and so many things to take care of, and we hadn't touched this yard, front or back, any of the gardens, anything, since August. No leaf cleanup, no anything. We also had a very hard winter, pun intended, because the weather, I love snow, but we had some bad weather, and some of our trees suffered. Some of our trees were knocked over, the arborvitaes. Some of our plants didn't survive. I can show you some of that in upcoming videos. The heath, for example, looks horrible because it partly died from, it froze. And I lost some other plants, but others hung on there, and there are still signs of beauty this spring. All the daffodils that are blooming. My dad loved daffodils. And I just wanted you all to know where I've been. I'm going to start filming again. And I have a lot of content because there's a lot of work that needs to be done to clean up this yard. It is, it looks awful, but there, like I said, there's parts of beauty. So that's where I've been. And I want to thank many of you who have left comments on various videos of mine asking how I'm doing and if I'm okay, and that you're thinking of me, and I appreciate it. And I'm sorry I didn't reach out until now because I just couldn't. But I want to get started again. It's the gardening time, and there are things when I was cleaning out one of the beds yesterday that I said, oh, I should share this on my YouTube channel, or oh, this would be really pretty. I think people might like to see this. So I am going to start filming again. And in the meantime, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging in there. And I hope you'll start watching my videos again. I would really appreciate it. I've got a lot of stuff to get back on track with. So until next time, happy gardening.